Hello dear teachers, once again I am back with fantastic value addition content for you all. Just make a complete notes wherever you are. Just note down, keep a small notebook handy and write down these things. It's not that you're going to implement these content ideas directly, but somewhere you can incorporate them, and that one small difference, that 1% difference is a large difference day by day. So let us start by adding value to this content. Now, project-based learning is an important concept along with other strategies. You're going to redistribute and incorporate a few project-based learning strategies in your lesson plan. Don't just teach, you must create thinkers through the project. This is what we call that you are a thought leader. You are thinking about the student's benefit and you are allowing the student to go beyond your level of thinking. Hi, I am Dr. Padmavati Tungaturthi from Teach Connect. And today I am going to ask you all to go beyond textbook, taking a cue from the textbook. You must go beyond the lesson plans but keep the learning outcome in view. Pitch into the learning outcome, but you can teach something which is not there in the textbook. Don't just reach them. You must add these 21st century concepts for the student. Why the traditional model is not going to make any much of a difference for the student? There is a lot of content available. The content which is available outside is not useful for the students to go beyond and reach that global level. These students must be global students. If we are not able to train the students for the real world complex problem, then there is no point teaching them. The project-based learning can never be a collage which is made on the chart paper. Normally, the project-based learning all these years before national education policy was in place, then teachers used to ask students to buy a chart paper and make a lot of content or paste pictures over there. That stick notes is not going to work because the students are once again going to draw what is there in the textbook. Paint pictures is what is there in the textbook. How are we and when are we going to go beyond the textbook? We need to have that fantastic idea of going beyond textbooks to solve a complex problem, however small the problem might be. Let the problem be very small, but still the teamwork, the communication, the critical thinking, the real world problem will definitely improve. Now let us also focus on what is not a project-based learning. Project-based learning is not a chart paper work. Project-based learning is not what is there in the textbook and it is to be written. It is not a weekend activity to just engage the student. Better we do not give such work. Add technology. See that the students adapt technical attitude. Find apps for them to record. A voice memo for an iPhone will definitely be a wonderful tool to record the interviews of parents, close people. Need not go to any stranger, those who they meet, the co-students of other schools. How are they thinking an aspect on this? This is how we need to bring in that content into the project-based learning, wherein discovery, action and reflection. First it should be discovered, then the student is going to act and reflect. The reflection part of it is important because the student is going to solve a problem, communicate with others, do the project-based learning, create a wonderful presentation, have a feedback. What else does a student need? If one teacher is going to fix on these few critical thinking skills, the rest of the teachers can also build up on few more and the skills can be repeated. If they are repeated, there is nothing like it. The teachers can find that the double benefit of this for the student, therefore they can again think on collaboration, again think on teamwork. That will be a wonderful thing for the student. When you are giving them a real world complex problem, you can as well give from 2 or 3 subjects. You can feel that A co-teaching or a team teaching can benefit, wherein you can work on the research, data, communication, analysis of the data, or many ideas you can get when you talk to other teachers as a team. This is really a wonderful experience for teachers to think about a podcast series in the classroom, because that doesn't need much of an environment or much of a background. It is so easy for the students to work on the podcasting. Then there are a few things wherein sometimes the teacher needs to vet the content. That is, the teacher must also know what content is the student speaking. Vetting is something what we call when we finalize and we try to bring a structure to whatever we are speaking and avoid any controversies there. This way it is beneficial for the student do a project work based on grade. It's okay, right from nursery the project work can go anywhere. Research, non-research, interview research, journalism, everything starts right from the experiential learning what the students are doing in the classroom. Therefore, this project-based learning is a boon to students, along with coupled up with reflective based learning. Reflection is for the teachers as well as the student. Project is the in-spot thing where they are going to do that first. Reflection comes alongside this. When they have done this project based learning, they can also put this in progress cards for the holistic progress card, which again has head, heart and hands. The skill has to be improved, the content has to be improved, the cognition, the processing of the mind, how it has happened, also improved. Thanks for watching. This is one good idea. Now, what are the negative things which are there when you don't do a project work? There is no thinking, there is no benefit, there is no deepening of learning. It's absolutely waste of time. That's how we need to believe in the experiential learning, and thanks to National Education Policy for this. Stay tuned and click on the subscription button so that you can get my video whenever I play one or post one. You will be benefited with that, and you can just add in comments like what is that you want to the next video to be. Thanks for watching. Bye.